the area known as Patriot Place. EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the New York Jets. Toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coleman, the first down and a little extra. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Trying to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And the Patriots are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Well, these two teams, they met up earlier in the year back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there. So they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. From the 41, Jones. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Jones. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Jets' 41-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Throwing Jones. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. He's at the 30.
I'm the best in the game.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
And his kick is no good. An auspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
26 months. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
On 3rd down, Jones. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Ross on the return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Raekwon McMillan coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And they're going to be set up with excellent field position to start the drive as that gets out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. On first down, Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. They'll try the left side. Harris. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll try the right side with Harris. 6-0 our score after 1. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Steven Sims Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going out in front. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like the...
Trying to fit it in the middle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson going deep for Walker. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Coleman. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Again, Wilson. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. From the gun, it's Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Wilson. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 12 on 4th and 10, just enough for the conversion. And defensively, an opportunity slips away. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go play action now. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Wilson. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Coleman. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
To throw on 2nd and 6, Wilson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. There he goes, left side. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. On for the extra point is 4. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Returning it, John Ross. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. A fairly short kick from the 14. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're in a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us what.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the gun, Jones. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off inside the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to look deep for more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down. Back to throw. Jones throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now a give right side. Harris. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 10 more there and another first down. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's Stevenson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson. His second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Folk for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. Now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Ross to return. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Second and 10. Now Wilson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Wilson will throw again. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. There's Wilson. He'll drop this down to Coleman. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Wilson. That's complete to John Ross. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. Finding Walker, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And look like some movement there. Let's get the call. And that's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Wilson to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Jones. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. They'll run on first down. It's Harris. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Off play action. Jones. Open man here. Sims complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Trying to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They run for it with Harris.
And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's complete. It's Sims. And some space here. And he will finally be taken out of bounds.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Harris.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
It's his 8th rushing touchdown on the campaign and 10th overall. And the Patriots look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Walker. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. To throw is Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They go play action with Wilson. Big loss here as he's taken down.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game just illustrates how important home field really is. On paper, didn't look like much of a matchup, but now it's looking like it'll become one of the big surprises of the weekend. 44 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
And that's a run characteristic of Damian Harris. When he touches it, he gets not what's just blocked, but he gets a few more yards as well. He's been dinged up his first 2 years with the Patriots, only 10 starts a year ago. But you have to believe that this coaching staff thinks that he's capable of bigger and better things.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Harris. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
They run the counter. It's Harris. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
For the Patriot field goal, a 61-yard attempt.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for New England, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.